Rogers, an IP Centrex coordinator with Cox Business Services. This video is to introduce you to the new Polycom 411 handset. It will be a short 15 to 20 minute session that will show you the basic features for day-to-day use. Cox Business Services and the IP Centrex team are dedicated to providing the best customer experience possible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Now let's show you how to handle phone calls on your Polycom 411 phone. Here's an inbound call. You'll see the caller ID is nice and large. It will cover the entire screen. You can either pick up the handset or hit answer. Once you do that, you will notice the caller ID goes to a thin green line right there, and you can still read it at any time. Now, you remember my park and retrieve buttons I have over here. Here's what this feature is for. Say you get a phone call at your desk and they ask about, oh, do you have the information for the Johnson file? No, that's over in Sam's office. You have a couple of options at that point. You can place your caller on hold and leave them listening to music while you casually walk into Sam's office to find your file. Or you can transfer the call into Sam's office and do your best Sprinter imitation to get back there in time before it drops into voicemail. Or you can just park the call by hitting park, and it'll sound like this.
Please dial the number where you want to park your call, followed by pound. Or dial pound to park the call against your number.
Now, I'm just going to hit pound.
Your call has been parked. Thank you.
Because I know my extension is 8924. Or whatever it may be at your desk. I can now then walk to any other phone in the facility and hit retrieve.
To retrieve a parked call, dial the number where the call was parked, followed by pound. Or dial pound to retrieve the call parked against your number.
And then I'll just dial the number that I parked it against. And it pulls the phone call to me. This is our solution to the old lines 1, 2, and 3 down the side. Not everybody wants those. So most phones don't have lines 1, 2, 3 down the side that you can place on hold and have someone pick up line 1. Here you can just park the phone call against the cloud, walk anywhere in the facility, and retrieve the phone call to that extension. Now, you will notice with a phone call on the phone, your options across the middle have changed. The first button is a hold button. Just like this hold button, they both work the same. When I put it on hold, you will see the resume button. That will resume the phone call. The next button is the end call button. That will that will hang up on your caller. The next button we have is the transfer button. This is the most important button of the phone system. We have two different transfer styles on this phone system. The first is called a blind transfer. What a blind transfer is exactly that. I just want to take a phone call from this phone, put it on another phone. I don't want to warn them or tell them the phone call's coming. I just want to make their phone ring. To do that, all I need to do is hit transfer, blind, the extension, pound. And it's off your phone and has moved on to 8925. It's that simple. The good thing is the caller's caller ID will move with the phone call. I'm going to transfer this back real fast. And there we are. The second transfer option we have is the consulted transfer. That allows you to talk to somebody before you give them the call. The way to do that is you would hit transfer, their extension, pound, and they're going to answer the phone call. You'll be able to say, "Hey, George, I have Greg on the line from Cox. Do you want to talk to him?" He'll say yes. And you will say, "I'm transferring it now." Then hit the transfer button again, and the phone call has moved away from your phone and into George's ear. It's that simple. That is our transfer options. I'm going to hit more. We have conference calling. Conference calling works just like the old three-way calling at your house. All you have to do is hit conference. It'll give you a dial tone. You call your second party, tell them, hey, I'm going to bring you in on a conference call. You'll hit conference again, and all three of you are then on the line. You can have up to 15 people in your conference call. The next one is the lines button. That just shows you the available lines back behind the screen. Eventually the caller ID will pop back up. We have a send to voicemail feature. If your department uses voicemail, it's as simple as hitting send to voicemail extension pound, and it will drive the phone call straight into their voicemail. That is everything on the phone system in a nutshell.